நண்பர்களே, கெவின்கேர் அவார்ட்ஸ் எபிலிட்டி அவார்ட்ஸ் ஃபங்க்ஷனுக்கு வந்துட்டுருக்கேன். லைட் செட்டிங்லாம் போட்டிருக்காங்க. சார் முத்து வெங்கட சுப்பன்ற கான்சர்ட் ஹாலு. எல்லாம் ஏஆர் ரகுமான் சார் வராரு. அவருக்காக சேஃப்டி செக்கிங்ஸ்லாம் நடக்குது போல். சார் முத்து வெங்கட சுப்பராயோ கான்சர்ட் ஹால் வந்தாச்சு. மெயினுக்கு கெவின்கேர் எபிலிட்டி அவார்ட்ஸ் 2023. நண்பர்களே, சேர்த்து போட்டு கெவின்கேர் எபிலிட்டி அவார்ட்ஸை ரீச் பண்ணிட்டோம். உள்ளே என்ட்ரி ஆக போகிறோம். நண்பர்களே, இப்போது அவார்டுக்கான லோகோ ஃப்ரண்ட்டில் இருக்குது பாருங்கள். செல்ஃபி ஃபோட்டோஸ்லாம் எடுத்துகிட்ருக்காங்க. கெவின்கேர் எபிலிட்டி அவார்ட்ஸ் 2023 ஒரு லோகோ இருக்குது. அப்படிக்கா பார்த்தீங்கன்னா டின்னருக்கான ஃபுட் ஏரியா. ஜூஸஸ்லாம் கொடுத்துட்ருக்காங்க. பொட்டேட்டோ சிப்ஸ், கர்ட் பச்சடி, வெஜ் பிரியாணி, வெஜ் பாயா, கொத்து பரோட்டா, ஸ்மால் ஆனியன் சாம்பார், பொடி ஜி, ஸ்பை ஆனியன், பொட்டேட்டோ மசாலா, தட்டு இட்லி, காஞ்சிபுரம் இட்லி, தவா வெஜ், கடாய் பன்னீர், பட்டர் மசாலா, மஷ்ரூம் கிரேவி. இன்னும் ஃபில் பண்ண காணோம். பிரெட் கார்ன் ரோல், பன்னீர் டிக்கா, பேபி கார்ன் ரோஸ்ட், கோபி, பைனாப்பிள் டிக்கா. கான்சர்ட் ஃபார் ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஷிப் பிரிட்டிஷ் கவுன்சில் போட்டிருக்காங்க. கலைக்கூடம் நவாட்ஸ் சேத்பட். சேர்ஸ்லாம் இருக்குது ஃப்ரண்டில். விஐபிஸ் இருக்கிறதுக்காக போல். ஓசானான் ஹியரிங் அண்ட் கேட்ரிங் சர்வீஸ் இந்த டின்னர் அரேஞ்ச் பண்ணியிருக்காங்க போல்.
Good evening and welcome. I'd like to invite Sharanya Srinivas to kickstart this evening's proceedings with an invocation. Sharanya.
Good evening, everyone. I'm going to start off with a very beautiful song. Um, this is also a tribute to a legend we lost very recently, Vani Mama. So it's a very beautiful and it's a song that gives hope. So I'm going to start it. I'm going to do that. हमको मन की शक्ति देना, मन विजय करे, खुद को जय करे। हमको मन की शक्ति देना, मन विजय करे, दूसरों की जय से पहले खुद को जय करे। हमको मन की शक्ति देना, मुश्किलें पड़े तो हम पे इतना करम कर, मुश्किलें पड़े तो हम पे इतना करम कर, साथ दे तो धर्म का, चले तो धर्म कर, साथ दे तो धर्म का, चले तो धर्म कर, खुद पे हौसला रहे, बंदी से ना डरे, खुद पे हौसला रहे, बंदी से ना डरे, दूसरों की जय से पहले खुद को जय करे। हमको मन की शक्ति देना, मन विजय करे, दूसरों की जय से पहले खुद को जय करे, दूसरों की जय से पहले खुद को जय करे।
Thank you so much, Sharanya. Could you stay there for a minute? And I'd like to ask Jayashree Ravindran, founder of Ability Foundation, to present Sharanya a small memento as a token of our very warm appreciation. Thank you so much. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to hand you over to your host for this evening, Carrie Edwards. Carrie?
Thank you, Janaki. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 21st Cavinkare Ability Awards for Achievers with Disabilities. Now, I know that for a lot of you, this has been a long time in the waiting, because for the last few years, we haven't actually had any, thanks to the pandemic. But now we are back, bigger, brighter, and bolder than ever. I'd like to now invite on stage a very special gentleman. He is the Chairman and Managing Director of Cavinkare and a trustee of the Ability Foundation. Please put your hands together for Mr. C.K. Cavinkare.
Vanakkam. It's indeed a great pleasure to welcome you all for this wonderful evening. I'm really aghast to see how 21 years have flown by. Every year I look forward to this. Like me, I think a lot of you, a lot of well-wishers. I'm very happy that this award has gone places across the nation. Ability Foundation, as you know, has been doing an excellent job across the width and breadth of the country for disabled people. I must commend Shri Ravindran, the chairperson of Ability Foundation, along with the teammates Janaki, Bharati, and each and every members of Ability Foundation have been doing a wonderful job. Corona even can't stop us. I think that's the kind of work, the passion and the commitment the team brings to the table. I think that's very, very laudable. I'm very happy and delighted to be part of this foundation. Ability Foundation was conceived with an idea that disabled people doesn't require to be seen with a sympathy, but more with an empathy. All they require is an encouragement, a pat on the back. And you can see the award winners year after year, and this year also it's not an exception. This year too, the jury members had a tough time in selecting. Every time the debate and this thing comes back, why only so many limited awards? Why can't we expand more? Why can't we give so many? But I think eventually, I think this is a limited award has its own glory. I would like to thank all the jury members who have done a wonderful job. Thanks for their valuable time. I think the whole half a day was given. And behind that, I think you must know our process validator, EY. They have been doing it ever since the inception of this award. What a kind of process they have set in, the kind of rigor and the selection process. I have also attended many awards across other districts, but this award, the kind of rigor what EY brings it to the table, is one of its kind. So I am so happy. Thanks, EY. You all know that the disabled people have special talents. We only look at that many times with sympathy, and they come back, and when you look at them, despite all odds, they come out in flying colors. They perform very well, and they not only help themselves but go beyond, inspire the society, and also support a lot of people in the society, the social cause. I think that is very important, that we need to applaud such kind of job being done time and again. We had a dilemma that whether we should bring some more people from overseas to kind of portray the kind of work what they have been doing. When we looked around India, we have enough opportunities, so many people, not for awards, but to show a performance. So probably in the coming years, you will see such kind of artists coming in. I once again thank every one of you coming and applauding and cheering all these kind of things, special award winners. I think this is a special day for all of us. But I can assure you, like every year, this year also we'll have a take-home value that this kind of, despite all the disadvantages, if people with disability can do so much, it's a motivation for us, we can also do much more. I think I am eagerly looking forward along with you to see the award winners, the films and the kind of achievements. Thank you. Thanks once again.
Thank you, sir. We have several awards that we're going to be giving away this evening. But before we get that ball rolling, I just want to ask you all if you could take a moment to think back what you would consider a bad day. Just take a moment and think about it. What to you is a bad day? Maybe you're late for work, maybe you don't get your coffee quite right. Maybe just you have an entire day where things just don't go your way. For all of the people who are going to be coming up this evening and receiving awards, for so many people in the audience right now, and for so many people around the world, your worst day is something that they would dream for, because their worst days, I guarantee you, most of us could never deal with. And I just want you to hold that thought for a moment. In some cases, their best days are days that we wouldn't be able to deal with. Just for one moment, hold that in your mind. And now, to get the ball rolling, I'd like to invite on stage Trustee, Ability Foundation. Please put your hands together for Revati. Who I've just been informed is not with us currently, so I would like to invite on stage the founder, the Honorable Executive Director of Ability Foundation. Please put your hands together and a big, big, big round of applause for Jeshri. The reason we're all here.
Good evening, my friends. Mere words cannot express my feelings and joy and excitement seeing all of you here today. Welcome once again to our 21st year of celebration of achievers with disabilities. It feels great to do this program live once again, although the last 2 years on national television were lovely too. I owe a huge thank you to the members of the jury for taking a whole morning off from their busy schedules and to mull over and select the recipients so judiciously. I'm indeed thrilled and humbled that we at Cavinkare and Ability Foundation have been able to bring about this kind of attitudinal change in the minds of people through these awards. I see people enter the auditorium, watch the program, and when they leave changed and different perceptions. This has been our intent from day one, to spotlight on capabilities and the inherent talents of these magnificent men and women with disabilities, such that the stereotypical inabilities that most people are mostly exposed to disappear and get replaced by a sense of determination to reform their attitudes. We do hope that this year's recipients will galvanize you as much as they did us. As you are aware, the Cavinkare Ability Award for Eminence is given just to one person with disability from across the country who has chosen a larger canvas in life and has worked for the betterment for others as well. The Cavinkare Ability Mastery Awards, 3 in number, from amongst 3 nationwide selection of nominees, are those who have lived beyond their own terms, lived lives their way, and not allowed the naysayers nor their own difficulties to pull them down. We also have another category of award, the Special Recognition Award, handpicked by CKR and I for the National Trailblazer, whose contribution to India's disability sector has been well known and second to none. This time, we are pleased to confer this award on Mr. Shankar Rahman of Amar Seva Sangam, a person who needs no introduction to India's disability sector, a long-time colleague and fellow activist. He, in fact, further triggered me to start the employment wing at Ability Foundation way back in 1998. Over to Mr. Shankar Raman now. May we have the video, please?
S. Shankara Ayapuri, Tamil Nadu.
If you think that I am a person with disability and I am having some constraints and problems, then partly you are right, but partly you are not correct. I am a person with a disability, but I don't have any constraints.
As a young boy, Shankar Raman was diagnosed with muscular dystrophy, a condition that causes progressive muscle weakness. The disappointment over slowly losing his independence gave way over time to a desire to excel in life. Qualifying for CA in the first attempt and establishing his own firm were a reflection of this.
சங்கராமன் சாரை பற்றி ஞாபகம் வச்சுக்கோங்க. அந்த கான்ஃபிடென்ஸ், அதாவது எந்த டிசபிலிட்டி வந்த போதும் ஒரு கான்ஃபிடென்ஸ் இருந்தாங்கனாக்கா எல்லாத்தையுமே வந்துட்டு வெற்றி கொள்ள முடியும் லைஃப்பில்.
Shankar Raman came to Amar Seva Sangam in 1992. What was to be a brief stay became a lifelong commitment. Today, the impact of his transformational work in rural Tamil Nadu is evident.
So for the past 30 years, Shankar Raman is here. But for his arrival, all these things would not have taken place. He is a very hard worker, sincere, dedicated, and above all, very innovative thinking person.
His own joyful experience of formal schooling made Shankar Raman a die-hard advocate of inclusive education and the need to provide children with disability everything they needed to be part of mainstream society.
We have a very big community program for different age groups, including the early intervention, where at any point of time, we have got more than 20,000 persons with disabilities being in service to the years. We started the school as an inclusive model, and we have now developed it up to the +2 level, and there are more than 700 students studying at any point of time.
Visionary, change maker, mentor, just some of the words people use to describe this inspiring leader.
I came here as a service user and with the support and the wonderful guidance from my role model, my guru, Mr. Shankar Raman sir, I become a chartered accountant now.
அமர் சேவா சங்கத்திற்கு வந்து திரு ராமகிருஷ்ணன் அவருடன் கைகோர்த்த பிறகு அமர் சேவா சங்கம் பெரும் அளவு வளர்ந்திருக்கிறது என்று சொன்னால் அது மிகையாகாது.
It has been a quite satisfying growth, and you feel like you have some purpose in your life and you have done something for the society.
S. Shankar Raman, recipient of the Cavinkare Ability Special Recognition Award 2023.
Ladies and gentlemen, please keep the applause going, because we have with us today Mr. S. Shankar Raman. Please make his way to the stage, please. All of these applause and more are well deserved. I would also like to invite on stage Dr. Vinod Surana, CEO and partner, Surana and Surana International Attorneys, and an advisor for Ability Foundation to please come up and read the citation.
Very good evening to all of you. The Cavinkare Ability Special Recognition Award is given to Shri S. Shankar Raman on the 25th day of February 2023. This is in recognition of excellence achieved against all odds. Mr. Shankar Raman's life reads like an illustrious story. Many words are used to describe him. Words such as leader, visionary, change maker, role model, inspiration, path breaker, and many more. Closer to home, words such as warm, kind, friendly, funny, respectful, sincere are used to describe him. At the age of 2, his parents realized that he has delayed milestones. The ensuing hospital visits, many tests confirmed muscular dystrophy. A period of anger, of resentment and denial followed. In this environment, academics offered him a distraction from his loneliness and resentment. It resulted in a shining academic career, right up to when he became a chartered accountant and he gave up his practice at the age of 30. Mr. Shankar Raman is a much applauded and much celebrated personality. He inspires one and all with his philosophies of life.
I'd like to invite on stage Jayashree and Mr. Ramanathan. Ladies and gentlemen, feel free to applaud as much as you would like because this is an incredible story.
Thank you very much for this wonderful, great honor. I feel very humble to hear so much of good things about me. I am, after all, a person who has been groomed and developed by great people, and I am still very much owing myself to all of them who have given me this life and an opportunity to enjoy to serve the people. I know Jayashree very well right from 1993, and she was a person of great inspiration to me when I was in the early stages developing Amar Seva Sangam. How to make the people with different kinds of abilities, particularly with the hearing impairment, how they can make themselves a very capable person like her. She was a great personality, there is no doubt about it. And I am thankful to her and Mr. Ranganathan for giving this recognition. At Amar Seva Sangam, we have been developing several models for making the rehabilitation of persons with disabilities a sustainable, a scalable, and a replicable models that will help to transform the society where we with persons with disabilities can celebrate ourselves to be a person as such and be a part of the society. We believe that education should be a matter of birthright and no child should be denied of schooling experience because of disability. We have developed several models, particularly in the field of early intervention, where you have been given several recognitions and awards, and we want our knowledge to be shared across the country so that all of us can be a part of the society to develop our country, and we can contribute and we can be a very purposeful persons in the society and not a burden. Give us an opportunity, we can perform. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Mr. Shankar Raman. Thank you so much. We would now like to give a memento to Mr. Vinod.